that walk through the little park, the moon high above the treetops, the smell of magnolias in full bloom. And when we are apart, I will be wishing on starlight, wishing that I could give the stars to you. Who knows if tomorrow may bring us the chance for a brand new start. Till that moment, you'll be in my heart. We are apart, I will be wishing on starlight, wishing that I could give the stars to you. Who knows if tomorrow may bring us the chance for a brand new start. Till that moment, you'll be in my heart. Till forever, you'll be in my heart.
That you love to watch me bleed. I love the way you breathe. Baby, tell me it's something real, and I'll give you everything. Every now and then we can smile. You know I can't help myself. They play around with me for a while, keep tearing me up until there's nothing left. Ooh, it's obvious to me. Yeah, you love to watch me bleed. But not half as much as I love when you leave. I hate to see you go. But I love to watch when you're walking away from me. Yeah, yeah.
Mic check, 1, 2.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Hey, hey, walking the door. You know what happened? We step on the floor. Hey, hey, coming from on. You don't want problems, you already know it. Hey, hey, come on to it. You already know I'm finna go do it. Hey, yeah, I'm locked in and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, it will begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when I touching the friends. Ay, you when I touching the kin. Ay, putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is. Ay, switching the moves, no number 2, I came in the win. Like I said, I'm tapped in with the action. If it got the master on a master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go close on this cast. But wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Hold up. Pay attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat code. Had to tighten up my focus like a beep hole. I want the rings and the chains like I'm Depot. Big dog walking, check my status. We established when it's show. Time to squat, making plays. Ooh, it's magic like some. We want the smoke. Y'all ain't really about that action. We got perfect off the practice. They ain't working, so they lack it. I've been hungry all my life.
Beast
I ain't
mode.
passing up a plate. I can't quit until I win. I ain't having no debates. This is sacrificing heart. That's exactly what it takes. So I'm going full throttle at me back up on my way. Yeah, I promise you, you cannot stop me. Now when the whole team got me, I know I sound cocky, but watch me. I'll show you a horror got me. Parameters.
Forgot to eat bot.
Dealing with amateurs. You and your team cannot handle us. This is excellence. Rich, stand it up. Cause you know
I'm a beast.
Oh, is there no jersey command?
You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast.
Ah, damn
Welcome
it.
to the feast. My whole team off the leash.
Demaki.
We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Alright, so I need to take this wording, change it. And so we lost some commands. Give me a second.
Let's do it!
Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on that literal best of all days. Literal. Demeki in the house. What up, brother? I gotta fix commands because we fixed Swolebot, but also broke it. Custom jersey. Let's see. What does this command do? It says I already have this command. Yo, Recoil's mom in the chat. What's up? So I already had one this whole time. Let's run it back to chat. We scroll back to the top. JDA. Love Minis, the Beast mod. 1+ saves. Needless Guilt. Guilty O'Neal. Goat Boy, my man Idiot on a Rampage. Coil Daddy. It's what top? Kramus. Saltolis. Who else? Caddick Painting. Robo saves. I don't pay attention to lore. Looks like they changed World Bears. And it's kind of like World Eaters. Did they change them? Word Bears are like religious zealots. They worship chaos. World Eaters don't give a shit about chaos. They care about porn. Becky, didn't realize how behind I am on rules. I need to pick up the Tau Codex. Are you pronouncing? Am I pronouncing Tau right? Are we spelling that right? Is that how you spell it? How do you spell Tau? Are you ready for this, Recoil? I mean, are you ready for this? Oh, he figured it out. He figured out what I was doing. He figured out what I was doing. He figured out my bit. Hot towel. Goddamn, Demeki. Fucking towel. Right, go boy. Alright. So, we're on to the World Eaters project. We're going to be working on corn today. We're putting a pin in the Lord of Change action. There's a billion Lord of Change videos on Patreon now. It's not caught up yet. I've been having to update them every day, or upload them every day. I think we're on, let's see. Say we're at the freehand text on the book video. So the collection is thick though, so you can get a lot of action out of it. Temeki, did you see the Lord of Change? Spelling that wrong. Red coat, what's up, brother? Red coat, corn on the cob.
Almost a net
12
proposition. After
There's
everything
12
was said and done.
videos on Patreon right now. So I'll keep updating after 4th of July. I'm off tomorrow, the day and the next day, but we'll get to jump into the new action. Sponsored content. Shout out to OnePlus Saves. Work on some World Eaters. We're gonna start workshopping. He said he wanted NMM. He says because he wants to copy it. It's sponsored content. He said this is his tutorial. So we're gonna try to make it. We're gonna try to do the NMM in such a way that a hobo like OnePlus Saves could copy. It's Tuesday, so we're gonna do our Jersey promo today! Exclamation point Jersey. Multiple options, multiple logos, colors, everything. So whoever the top D is tonight, we get a custom one-of-a-kind joint. But remember, guys, Friday is every week in July. Dice promo. Von Dragon says, what are the podcasts besides Long War? Like, what other 40K podcasts exist besides the Long War? I like that question. That's a good question. Wait, is the question list all the podcasts that I'm in? I'm only in that one, dude. It's the only podcast I do. I mean, I've done guest spots on other people's podcasts over the years, but Long War is my podcast. This is my painting show. Maybe that's where the confusion is. We're about to do some painting. I've been on Twitch for 8 years in August. From We have an 8-year subscription, loyalty badge that's gonna drop in August. Right here, baby. Drake, you heard me on a few podcasts recently. I think I've been on one for a while. There's somebody out there impersonating me? That's not hard to do. Well, I used to be on the podcast that shall not be named for a while. Force the Narrative. I was on that for us, my first podcast. It was years ago. Over 10. Well, I mean, I've definitely done interviews on other people's podcasts over the last decade. Duke the Monk, what's up, brother? That's right, Red Coat. Maybe it was AI. He said Rob. Coiled Boucher here. Yo, dog. I did a dice check once. Did I? Dude, I've been all over the place, but not the recent. Long Dragon, 2 years at most now for me in the hobby. Mondragon. Yeah, I'm 40 kitten. That's my main shit. Oh, Duke the Monk. It's Anthony. It's your old World of Warcraft handle? That's hilarious. OnePlus F says dice check expired. We'll see for how long. Demeki got some. We're talking some stuff. What's up, Duke the Monk? Do you have this shirt, Love Minis? OnePlus saves. You were following Magikarp since League of Legends days? Damn. Yeah, I mean, he's done, but that doesn't mean Dice Check's done. Keep an eye out. Soon. Alright, we're going to paint this core nonsense. Exclamation point Jersey's the big promo. Exclamation point Patreon. Anyone signs up today. $10 more. Free painting consultation. Exclamation point class. That's how I pay my bills. Let's run it back. I was just teaching a class with Duke the Monk today. Alright. Let's lock into the obesity cradle. That's right. I don't know. Oh. XMR Noon X says we have all been watching you for years. Now we're on the real shit, Kenny. Fuck anime. Give us a life lesson. A life lesson. Bro, does it look like I figured anything out about my life? I live with my parents, dog. There we go. So we airbrushed this up yesterday. Why not do a miniature with NMM, TM, and no metal? I don't understand that question. Rephrase it. X or Mr. Noon says, you got a heart of gold. You make every day the best of days. Thanks, man. Makes me happy. One plus it says, life lesson. I actually was talking to my dentist today and used the life is just finding ways to endlessly entertain ourselves until we die one. That is my, I don't know if that's a life lesson, but that is my, as you know, prime directive. The meaning of life is to endlessly entertain oneself until the day you die. So if I had one life lesson, it'd be that. Idiot Rampage. The way that shit goes. Bro, you watch me do it, it's in the VODs, man. When they were metal. Oh yeah, dude. Red Cup. Duke says, wish I'd seen the red workup. Dark blue and bold power red. It's in the VODs. It'll be on Patreon soon. But if you subscribe, you can go back one in the VODs. We're making a sponsored tutorial right now. It's literally dark blue and bold power red. That's it. Do all kinds of metal workup on a figure. If you mix the mediums too much, Love Minis, it doesn't look good is the problem. They need a Rampage says, I know, but can I appreciate it? Yeah, that's true. So what we need to do now is we need to start slicing in the nonsense. We got to figure out what's not red, right? OnePlus Save said he's feeling confident for NMM. Okay, this is his project. So keeping that in mind, we're gonna figure out what on this model we're gonna subtract from. Okay, so we're gonna keep it simple, right? We're gonna go back to basics. And I think I actually did talk to you about this monk earlier for your ore project. And we're gonna just pull out maybe dark gray, dark neutral gray maybe. No, you know what? Something better. Color theory time, baby. Listening. OnePlus Saves. We're gonna make it shelf stable. So anything that we're gonna call like a silver or metal, that range, we're gonna use blue black. So this is gonna be our slice everything in that's straight metal bullshit. I'm gonna grab a little noosh just in case I need it. That's some good stuff right there. It's just a medium with dry retardant in it. I've oversimplified it. Obviously, it's more than that. Let's grab. I'm gonna grab a nice, fresh, crisp number 4. New brush, new project. We just put like 40 hours of abuse in on our other number 4. So let's just give it a break. OnePlus 7 says, I'll be here for 1 hour, 40 minutes, then I gotta go Zoom call. Okay. So when your brush is like crisp starch like this, just gently work it off with water. And so let's figure it out together. What's not going to be red? and what's going to be just like robot color, you know, like robot metal. So, you know, from this viewing angle right here, obviously I'm subtracting this servo, this nonsense right here. That's obviously some robot shit. There's a big grommet right here, or like joint or hinge maybe. So this will be the longest part, I think, of the paint job. We're starting right now. Is subtracting from red. So let's figure out his feet. I'm just gonna say fuck it. All that is robot nonsense. You know what? And the more separation you create, the better. So let's just go ahead and paint. See that this little spot right here is what I'm really interested in right here. Now, Monk, you see this brush stroke I'm using? What is this? Let's rotate back here. So yeah, he's got some hydraulics back here. Stipple on right here. Let's get this guy. He's got some circuitry, it looks like. Some robust shit. Going high opacity, some moisture. We're just gonna stab that in. I need some more light right here. Oh, quiz time. That's a hard pull, baby. My man knows. We just did that shot lighting together today. Stippling and edge highlighting. Look at the pinkies. So got a bunch of nonsense right here. 1+ saves. See, by just picking one paint to cover everything that we're gonna say is like robot nonsense, it's gonna be super simple here. And we're just using black blue, baby. Recoil I did, Rob actually called me about it just before the show. It affects a lot of friends of ours. Specifically one major friend. Okay, I'm thinking this back plate is gonna be robot shit. I think we're gonna paint the heel. Yeah, I think we're gonna do all this. See that right there. And even though the feet are not gonna be this color, 1+ saves, I'm not gonna sit there and try to carefully subtract. We're just gonna completely coat the feet. We're pretty much raw dogging this paint on here. Let's get this little tail. A lot of stippling. Now, this is why we put the mount at the base like this, so I can get between the legs right here. try to get up inside the BAC. This will be the labor of love right now. Take this watch off. Extremely meticulous is not what you want anyway. Attainable, sustainable, baby. 1+ saves has gone through the course. So, when you're painting your world eaters, they're not all going to be like this, right? This is just like one guy. But you're using the colors, right? You're saying, okay, the metal is this color, the gold is this color. This guy has got a lot of action because that's why you picked him, right? Like you picked this model to have printed because it's so ballin'. So it's gonna take some tedious brush stroking to get the subtraction the way we want. And we're also discovering right now 1+ A is where the paint's gonna go, right? It's not all obvious. So we're making choices right now. Yeah, saves a lot of money. This kit is preposterously expensive. Same thing right here. It's kind of weird. I feel like this is metal as well. See that? You know what's fun? Is that we use dark blue as our base, worked our red up, and now we're using black blue to cut the shit in. So there's a lot of areas deep in the shadows that are just still dark blue that I'm barely having to actually paint with this black blue. Yeah, see better arm separation, right? Demeki, you told me you were tired of seeing red. Remember when I said I was going to redo my towel? And now you have to watch me paint red? So let's do this one too, 1+ save, since we're saying that this is robot nonsense. Like his little shin armor. And it kind of looks that way too, right? Like it's a flexible piece of metal, like... All right, so legs looking good. Now, let's look at the pipes right here. So this is where we get to decide how lazy we want to be. What I mean by that is, do I paint this whole chest piece like it's metal, or do I just keep working under it like that? You see, you're not going to see that in a lot of detail, but it's important to get it. Now you see we've got maybe this. Anything that looks kind of like it's under the plate, I'm going to try to paint this color. Now, this collar has to be brass. That's pretty historically established for the collar of corn. Let's see if we can get the neck. Passing a little moisture. That's pretty good. Right here. And now heart pull. Ah, Templar, I'm here for the blue paint content. What happened? You're only here for the blue paint content. We've been painting blue the entire year. We actually started blue. We painted it dark blue. And we're using black blue right now. So technically I'm doing what you want. Okay. What about right here? I said, well, Templar. I was like, are you guys ready for something that's not blue? Then I pulled out dark blue and painted this guy dark blue. All right, let's get the cod piece. Fuck. God bless eyes. Doing me dirty. Right here. Fucking support. Got a little blue on the red by accident. Shit happens. We're looking for the best angle, a lot of stipple, always be rotating. Well, plus says Brett Chester's colorblind, and every time he does a read of the points changes, he can't tell what went up or down. That's fucking ridiculous. Why wouldn't GW have a colorblind mode? You know, this honestly would be a pretty decent candidate for an oil wash. OnePlus says. Just putting that out there. I'm not gonna do that, but that's something that you can option to. Like this would be not a bad multi-black oil wash project. Get everything blocked in and hit it with the multi-black. Plus saves. No, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm telling you from experience that might be a reasonably attainable, sustainable alternative. You wouldn't do what I'm doing. Like, you wouldn't hit it with the NMM. Like, if you wanted to go TMM instead, you would hit it with the multi-black. Like, if you wanted to go TMM instead, you would hit it with the multi-black. Like, if you wanted to go TMM instead, you would hit it with the NMM. Like, if you wanted to go TMM instead, you would hit it with the multi-black. Like, if you wanted to go TMM instead, you would hit it with the multi-black. Like, if you wanted to go TMM you could definitely just kind of block everything in. It's like silver, right? Imagine we're just doing silver. Then you do everything, you know what I mean? You just do it like that, and then oil wash the whole model. It actually would look pretty good on this bread. And you can subtract it really well. So if you find yourself, you know, reviewing this project in these words at this moment, you can always option to that, and it'd be very much, quadruple the speed. But I'm not gonna do that here because I'm painting the model and then washing it. I've got 100 videos like that. You don't need me to make this video for that. You know what I mean? I taught you how to do that. You took my classes already. Yeah, so if you get bogged down, yeah, exactly what Poseidon. You get it. Because if you paint like your first 3 8-bound and you're like, fuck, these guys slap. And then you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Kenny was right. You might do that. But if you can maintain confidence throughout the project, then don't worry about it. I'm going to try to do some really ghetto metal for you to make it as sustainable as possible. Now let's switch it up now. Hold on. Let's rinse this brush. Yeah, our thing is I already taught you how to do that. So you can always fall back on that. But I'm still gonna try to make this easy though. Don't worry. Okay, I'm downgrading brush size. Because I want to hit these panels right here. See that? Yeah, 8-bound I think are fun as hell. I'd love to paint some. Green Leaf Terrain Studios. What's up, brother? Still butthurt. Still butthurt. I think what we need to do, I think we definitely need to get in here. So we're going to just come in with the number 1. Sid for Game 69, 82 months. What's up? Coming in from Montreal. It's all just the black-blue game. Templar says, assuming that once he finishes a whole army, he finished his Necrons, man. He took him to Adepticon and Elvia. He abandoned the sisters because they just weren't vibing anymore. But he tackled the Necron project. He got it all done. You're thinking, you must be thinking of someone else. Then it was Frozen Hobbit. We had a fight. There was like a war between him and Rottweiler for Space Wolves. Templar. Also, I live in a glass house. You finished your 1,000 Suns before surgery. That was impressive as hell, man. I don't know how much painting I'm going to do down here on this. This is the supported side of the model, so there's a lot of scarring here. And it's underneath the model. Well, I'm still going to at least hit these slots right here. That's why we have them hanging off the base so we can get stuff like this. Using the heart pull. Now that I have the smaller brush, see if I can slot in here. Want to get the neck right here behind the faceplate. All right, that's a pretty good laydown right there. All right. Thinking about it. We flip the script. How do I stabilize this? I'm trying to make this 1+ saves proof. I'm looking at this, the paint right now. I'm not sure. What did I do? What if I did it like this? This is what I'm thinking. We've been using golden brown for the Thousand Suns. So let's go back to basics. Let's grab actual ochre. 1+ saves. I'm gonna get a little experimental here. Krog Holton says, do you ever use oil paints? I mean, on occasion I use oils to do some washing, but 99%, 99.99999 really paint. All right, so that is warm flesh. Okay, I just looked at it and I think it has potential. And burnt orange. Okay, there's no mahogany here. Okay, I have a feeling that we can get something going with these three. Let me see. Something like that. To that. Like that spectrum. I'm vibing that. Burnt orange, yellow ochre, warm flesh. Flipping the script. So let's take our burnt orange ochre variant. Let's just dive in. Be brave in the Beats Lab. We'll go high opacity, low moisture. We're using the tip of the brush. We're stippling on and we're trying to orient so we pull back to our heart. I'm always rotating the model to facilitate this heart pull. Turn the light down. So I'm not worried about the tread right now. We're just working the riser. Let's invert right here. And this should stick to the red really well, because this is in the same family as the red. Okay. So this is burnt red and ochre. Using the heart pull. We're just working the shred, not the riser. And ochre has a lot of stick. 1+ saves. This is sponsor content for him. So we can get it to stick pretty easy to these darker zones. Always be rotating. What's that? That's a pretty nice color. Red coat, this is a print, yes. Losing a little opacity on some of these darker spikes. Down here. Always be rotating. For that high opacity, low moisture heart pull. Down here. Always be rotating. Now right here, it also looks like there's trim. Kind of weird. Chaos and lead. Nice red and black gradient. Looks awesome. It's actually blue. It's dark blue and red. Model student just got catch show. TMS in the house. Looking to join your cheap $50 per month. Start diving into the process. Waiting for income tax to pay for the year. Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait, man. MMX James. Monument Hobbies dark blue. Monument Hobbies Bull Power red. Let's move back here. High opacity, low moisture. Heart pull. These got some thick. They got thick tread. That's burnt orange plus literal yellow ochre. We're using a number 1. Raw dogging it from the palette to the model. With like a little bit of noosh in the mix. Just rotating, looking for the heart pull. Sorry, I missed the question. Croc says, I've never seen your stream before. Do you plan on doing some Nurgle stuff? I don't have anything on the docket right now for Nurgle. We just finished some Lord of Change, and now we're on the core. But if you go to my VODs, you go to my Patreon, you go to my YouTube channel, you go to my Instagram, I got billions. I mean, matter of fact, exclamation point Morty, exclamation point Rhino. Look at the little ads up here. There's definitely at least 3 Nurgle ones. I got you, Doug. The bottle student, you assuming those are weights in your wet palette? Do they help? They're mainly copper, so they keep mold down. If your paper is peeling up, soak it more. Well, plus says, how you feeling about that color? Did he leave already? Craig or Croc says, I've seen the older videos. Plague Hulk. Yeah, I've got a whole new line. You see right there, rhinos. Those Death Guard rhinos. Like there's PB, like I have a whole series of Death Guard. I kicked off the 101 curriculum with my Death Guard project. So, is that a good color? I like that. I'm gonna grab a little bit more orange in the mix right now for this big piece. You see how big this is? So it's a little orangier. And I switched to the number 4. That's nice. That's a good. I think that's a solid. Because what we're trying to do here, Krog, is we're doing sponsored content right now. OnePlus A has paid me to create a tutorial for him about his world eaters, and I'm trying to make it in a way that is more easily repeatable for him. So we're gonna be doing some NMM, but I gotta dumb it down to the Wish.com variant so it can become shelf stable for a larger project. And we just finished a big project, a big sponsored video, Krog. This is new to my stream. So we just finished the Lord of Change. So this was also sponsored from Sunshine Grenadier. Shout out to Monument Hobbies coming in for that raid, the progenitors of the pro acrylic paint line. Let me get some strong man love and woman love in chat right there for those legends. Crash and Adam coming in for 40 months. Says, did management give you permission to choose new colors? Yeah, because basically we've been painting blue all year on this sponsored content train. Because we also did Armand. And we also did Exalted Sorcerer. So, what was our January project? Because does anyone remember what January was? We also threaded in some edgelords, my personal project, which has also got a lot of blue. So it's been like blue. 2024 is blue, but like 2023 was red for like 6 months. Remember? We started with the Warhound Titan, then we did Kabuti, then we did fucking Angron, we did everything. Remember? So like this year was the year of blue, and now we finally have switched back to red. So all is right. We're back to our reds. Storm Shadow was last year. There was the corn dude on Tank Trench crashing him. Yeah, we did that this year. Storm Shadow. Oh yeah, when we did the Cobra Commander bullshit. Yeah, that was fucking hype shit. We came out the gate last year with reds though. I'll show you what I mean. Hold on. Oh, by the way, we've got a new analog tutorial up on Patreon for all members. This is free. We've got the how we make our fire look so hot tech. That analog video just dropped. You should be a free member on Patreon to see these analog tutorials that just dropped this week. But let's see. Let me go back. Here we go. So this is what we started. This is what we started 2023 with. Okay. First project 2023. Second project 2023. These are months, guys. These are big projects. That Kabuti. Third project 2023. We're still on it. Still on the red. 2023 still. Then let's see what the date on this file is. Is that accurate? Oof. What month was this? So we finished Angron in May. So Angron was May. This should get out of order. We must have did a bunch of Edgelords content. Oh wait, no. We did my fucking Blood Angels. We did my Blood Angels fucking Dreadnoughts, guys. It's April. So red Dreadnoughts. And then since we were on the Blood Angels kick, then we did Dante. And we finally flipped. So we didn't change off of red until fucking nearly August. Grim Dark Dork. What's up, brother? This is 2023, Jimmy Norris. This is last year. So we didn't leave red till August almost. Then we moved to. Then I moved to Inverness. You know, I broke up. My ex came out here, and then we worked some synthwave. We did like Cypher, some Chaos models, things like that. This year, though, we did. What was our first project this year? Oh, was it Cypher? Okay, no, actually, okay, this is our first project this year. So, remember when I got the treasure box from the thrift store? So we started this year with this. Then we've scooped up Cypher. Recoil says, if it ain't red, leave it in the shed. Thanks, Tom.
If it ain't red, leave it in the shed.
That's right, baby. The Mackie says, but Dante is red as a base. Magenta. Purple magenta. Krog, you finished your Mortarion? Good, congratulations. Jimmy, right? I can't, the years blur together. So then, after Cypher, we went to Austin. We did our Exalted Sorcerer. We did some Edgelords. We did Cypher, or we, oh, and also we did, oh, and we did, okay, here we go. So we did this guy when we were in Austin for a month. We did the Exalted Sorcerer. We also did this Magnus before. Remember, we were working on Magnus. You can go on Instagram to see Magnus or check the Patreon videos, and we did this asshole. So, and then we threaded Edgelords content in between these guys, and you know, you can see here. So we did a lot of blue. So this is kind of like finally leaving the blue palette. And you can see a lot of this on Instagram. So big. Speaking of Mortarion. So I've got a tutorial on Patreon, Director's Cut. Frog, right here. Oh, and I worked on Wyatt's Angron while I was in Texas. That's right. Thanks for the reminder. So, we had a little red in there. Wolfsark, no, I've only painted one more Tarion. Alright, back to the sponsored content. So I just want to do a little test. Okay, 1+ saves. So we mixed ochre and orange together. Burnt orange. So let's go to ochre now. Let's just see. If I just jam up like bright. Bright. Not trying to even blur it. You see? We're just raw dogging it. Then bright, like right here. Yeah, this is Lord of Avocado, whatever. So here, this is bigger. 1+ save, so they're gonna have to do a little bit more here. So let's go back in time. Some of our orangier blend. And now this is more ochre. So bright, dark, bright. Just kind of want to feel it out. You know what I'm saying? I want to sketch it. Oh, maybe this is just a Juggerlord. Yeah, that's right. This is just going to be his Lord on Juggernaut. So now on this side, let's get some ochre. And so let's go. This side is gonna be tricky. Like, what am I gonna do here? So I'm gonna go bright, dark, bright. So I want to go. Maybe like tornado pattern, center mass. See, just heart pulled back with a tornado. And then I'm gonna take some water. We'll go back to the oranger spectrum. So I've got a lot of moisture on the brush. I'm gonna just stipple right up against the tornado with the moisture. And this has got the orange blend in it. So bright, dark, bright. And what you want to do, 1+ saves, is you want to blur these little connections with the lower opacity in between mix real quick. And we're not really too bogged down yet, because if you were painting this metallic, you'd be like butthole clenched. Don't get it on the red, don't get it on the red. So we're not even too nearly butthole clench time waste yet. And you see I'm using that to just blur, kind of splitting the difference. One+ saves, you ready? So now let's try this warm flesh. Let's take some noosh. There. Right there. Right there. So just low opacity, warm flesh. I'm going to lower the opacity further. Right here. We'll run a little tracer right here. Side of my brush. Shove it right here. Stippling it in. And then on the top, I'm going to lower the opacity even more. Let's go back to our tornado blend right here. Heart pull. And let's go here. And we're trying to keep this from getting too bogged down. Okay? You can let it sit just like that and never touch it again if you want. 1+ saves. Never have to touch it again. Crash it out of me penetrated guard. It's all broken up. organic. Now, if you want to go further, which I'm going to, obviously, we're going to get the small brush. We're going to go Raw Dog Warm Skin Tone, High Opacity, Low Moisture, 1+ saves. And we're going to ride the rail with a tracer. And we're just going to use brush control strategy from our course. Taught you how to do this. We're doing a tip tracer, so be cognizant of tip penetration. Always be rotating. We're trying to keep this as shelf stable as possible. So we're not gonna take it beyond these 3 paints. We're never gonna take it to white. And that is a nice strong border, pretty easy to trace. High opacity, low moisture, light brush pressure. Invert. Let's see if we can stipple some of these nuts. So that'll ride. And so you can get a little cheaty on it though, 1+ saves. So here we could just say we do the tops. You see, when you start getting that line in there, it starts looking real good. And even though it looks like it's really tedious, in my opinion, if you were going to paint it perfectly gold and then perfectly wash it, and then drop a highlight or 2 off afterwards, this isn't much different in time management. Always wash your nuts. That's right, man. T-shirt historian. 1+ says the line was so satisfying when you drew it. I'm glad to hear that. It is very, it's pure dopamine for me. Putting the line down. I knew that was going to fuck that up. Just being lazy about my rotation. The line is reasonably safe because we're not taking it to white. Staying in that sunny skin tone spectrum. See, we don't have to hit every single line. We can kind of just jump around. Let it ride. That's good enough. Stop right there. Easy peasy. Just try the yellow approach with purple, red, white. Look real good. Looks real good out of it. You're out of it? This is going to make this look good. You ready for some dopamine 1+ saves? Lower the opacity of the sunny skin tone. Tornado. The opacity right here. See, there's a little turn right there in the metal. I'm gonna heart pull some straight up lines right here. Boom. That's pretty good. So we know that works. That's just burnt orange, yellow ochre, warm flesh. 3-piece workup. We don't go any darker than this or any brighter than this. And we got that shoulder all sorted. We're not going to touch it beyond that. Is that something you think you can get behind 1+ saves? Now, there's so much we're going to do to this red, too, though, because you see that red's got a lot of detail. And we probably shouldn't have painted all that before we did some of the pin washing. But, you know, fuck it. And you watch that, right? So you see that you, as a student of my teachings, I didn't do anything I haven't taught you how to do, right? We did what? Edge highlighting and glaze editing. All that laydown was just edge highlighting strategy, heart pull strategy, high opacity, low moisture. We didn't do any blending, no wet blending, no glazing. We blurred the lines together with the glaze edit. So we're using 201 effect procedural, right? Right, bright, dark, bright, plane shift. So when you break down this, right, bright, dark, bright, and then it plane shifts. So where it's dark, it became bright. And I did that with a tornado heart pull, low, right? Everything is just bright, 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 dark in the middle, bright, dark, edge highlight. So what we're going to do is a whip session. Anybody who's new here, model students not new, but Krog, you might be. Exclamation point whip if you want to join our Discord server and show off what you're working on. We do CNC and comments right now. Exclamation point whip. Oh, sorry, he says he's got to go. Take care, man. So we're going to set that down and we're going to take a look at what you guys are working on, take a little break. We're going to go back to the red next. We have proven that this gold recipe works that we just invented right now for 1+ saves. And now I'm going to go back to the red within that and I want to see like what pin washing looks like there. But you see, when I do red, this is one of the things I was known for a long time. 1+ saves, people saw my red. They're like, yeah, that's some crazy shit. Let's drama, dude. It's because I'm willing to have that basically almost look like it's black and this be red. People fuck up, they just want everything to be red. Well, this red, and then they keep highlighting. Now, this red looks dope because it's dark there. It's in contrast to how dark it is. So bold power red is our brightest position, and we dramatically transitioned it, and we just got clever. We used blue, so we have cold shadows. And also, you see how our metal parts, like our silver, quote unquote, it's cut in a real tasty image, right? Like there's something that's tasty about it. Like, man, what's going on there? Why does that metal look so fucking good? Because it's blue-black, son. It's blue. It's cold. Cold shadows, again. Warm and cold color theory. All right, let's check these whips. Looks like yummy pasta, Jimmy noticed. Yep. Put a text. Seg Fault 720, that red looks sick. Thanks, man. Exclamation point whip, guys. Let's join into the Discord server. Take a look at what you guys are working on. We are doing a jersey promo today. That's how I make my money. Thank you guys for supporting me. It is not easy in the summer, so I try to do as many promos as I can on the show. Feel free to hit me up on Patreon, exclamation point patrons or exclamation point class. I taught 2 classes today before the stream. That's a big part of what I do. One-on-one curriculum. 100% success rate. I've taught personally over 300 students. 100% success. Let's roll it into the server. Let's see what we got here. Oh, way top. Woe top. Some orcs. Yo, where's Monk at? Look, we got some orcs on deck, brother. He is exaggerating. Taught me 3 lessons that what it would have taken years. Yep, I always say 3 years. It's like 3 years of level skips. Looking good. I like that subtraction. So it looks like you started with like a dark color and subtracted out with a green, like a camel green, so a brighter green. Built your muscle bellies with some striations, directional heart pulling. Very exaggerated. I love it. Center mass highlighting. Always works really well to orcs. Beautiful. Jimmy Norris, you just see an empty base. Nice. That is really good. Easy peasy. Oh, this is exciting. So, Easy Peasy, also one of my students. We workshopped how he would do his Gene Stealer Cult army a more effective way. So let's take a look at what he did. So it looks like he sprayed down some magentas and purples. Is this what I'm looking at here? Threw some white in there. More white. And then you laid a filter of yellow over top. Look at that. That shit was probably easy as fuck, huh? Compared to what you've been doing, right? Now, the more saturated the magenta is, the more orange the shadows. So, like, that's where, like, transparent red comes into play. So if you use a fusion of transparent red and magenta, and you build up to the white, where it's perfectly white, it will be perfectly yellow. Where it's saturated magenta because of transparent red, it'll be kind of orange. But that is more moving parts than just magenta and white. If you just use, like, stock magenta and transparent white or white ink, you can create a pretty stable pre-highlight that you can do on a lot of models easily. Beautiful yellow. This Dante that we did together, same way, except I made sure that I went in there and pin washed it, like with more saturation in the magenta game. So when I brought the yellow over it, I had a lot of like a very exciting orange shadow. So the reason that he looks so saturated is because the magenta was more saturated than yours. Much easier control. And so with your Gene Stealers, since you're doing like purple skin, if you just did all the purple with your airbrush, right, the whole model, including their robes and shit, and then you just went into their robes and like with the same purples just kind of created a couple of quick layered shapes in the robes, let that dry, come in with the big artillery brush, transparent yellow, water it down a little bit, just do one coat, done. And you just subtract the purple off of the models. You see? You could probably even do like all your purples, some dry brushing and washing even, and then put it over the cloak just fine. Bro, what is she holding? She's holding everything. Big fucking stick, lady. Gives you 2 plus 4 plus plus. This seems good. Ira. Also posting some sisters in the old gallery. Let's take a look here. Some wild ass colors going on here. I'm with it. These are fun. Coming through the snow. Ghosts of Sisters pre-nerf. One plus saves, you're listed on 400 points. That's what I heard. Heard it still slaps. That's right, man. Slashing through the snow. Sisters always play a different game. Since I played this hobby in like 3rd edition when they got their codex, it was like they weren't even playing the same game as us. Everything is right in 40k when you go to play against a Sisters player and you're just endlessly frustrated for 3 hours. That is the correct game state. That's how bonkers they were at the original points. Yeah. Their point hikes. It's still a good army. They had a codex a second recoil? I didn't even know that. Yeah, Ira, you playing Sisters for GT soon? Let's see what we got here. Oh, these the war suits? Are these 3D prints? These look totally fucking wacky. Love them. I like. Any more whips? Exclamation point. Whip. I just like anything different to make it look different on the table. Paragon warsuits do look hype. Are these Paragons or Penitent Edges? Penitent. Fucking hell yeah. Keeping it gangster. We're about to jump back into it. About an hour left. We're gonna jump back on the red after we've workshopped some gold. Pinks are a joy to airbrush, that's a fact. Dope. Alright guys, exclamation point jersey. Want to get in on this action, get a custom jersey, you know what to do. Get on the final four for 1 penny at this moment. Exclamation point class. If you want to take my course, get OP. Let's lock into the cradle. Get back on this sponsored content train. All right. Tiny wine guy, what's up, man? Ugh. Lock it in. All right, so let's go. So we blocked in some of this. Hold on. Let's just do a proof of concept. We want to prove that our silver is shelf stable too. So let's grab some white. 1+ saves. Go do your little zoom thingy. So let's see here. Can we, if we have a small enough dry brush, can we get lucky? Maybe. Let's see. Let's take some white. Some black, blue. Pinching that thing, getting it dry as hell. I'm gonna take some excess off on this model right here. I want to see if I can just get some wish.com silver right here. Just get this outer. We got to be careful not to get it on the red, so we're going to be pretty limited in this application. But you see, that's trim, and I haven't painted the trim yet, so I can kind of get in there. Maybe a little bit right here. I'm just trying to see how much we can actually do with this. We can just get some of it. That'd be great. All right, that's a good test. Get more white, blue. And what we're trying to do is really cheat code right now. We're just being gentle, you see. A little bit more. I think we can get a little bit more aggressive right here. Because I got to come back in there by hand anyway. Right, I feel like that's about it. So now we have to pull out the paintbrush. So let's get the colors mixed together. Easy peasy. You're gonna approach those with the airbrush. Oh, you're gonna flip it up. Duke, this is what I was talking about, Duke the Monk. It's ghetto as hell, right? Wish.com. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run a little heart pull right here, Duke. A little tracer right here. We're just gonna highlight that shit, man. We're not gonna do anything special. It looks like I lost, the line got a little fat there, so let's just go back to the base color, which is black blue. Lower the opacity. We're gonna do a little glaze edit right here. Run a little seam right there. We're gonna get more white, less black blue. Run a little tracer right here. Tracer right there. Now, if you want to get cute, lower the opacity. Bring that highlight in a little deeper. We'll go back, grab a little bit of the black blue. Okay, let's get a good mix going of respect. So this is where it's going to get a little dicey, like right here. So we just created like a respectful highlight. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. We're going to run a heart pull down the cylinder. So like right there, kind of try to do like minimal brush strokes. A little bit brighter. Heart pull right here. There. We're just kind of tracing it, you see? Let's get a little bit more white, lower the opacity. There. TotalWish.com. If you want to get cute, lower the opacity further. Run a diagonal line right here. Let's grab a little bit more opaque, less moist white. Gonna split the difference, find respect. Let's see if I can get a tracer right here. Should have gone for a heart pull. It's okay, I go back in time. Back to more dark blue. More white. Get that heart pull right there. StraightUpWish.com. Let's run it back. Little white, little black, blue. Yo, Shadow Gex, what up, player? So this is white mixed in. Just doing heart pulls on the cylinders. Let's get a little bit more respect built in. Add a little bit of the dark color. Lower the opacity, a little water. Glaze edit that line. Just building some conquests. So just, you see, we just highlighted some stuff. We're not doing anything special. We're not doing any like traditional NMM strategies. We're just, this is purewish.com. Back here, let's find more respect, aka more black blue. And we're just gonna get this kind of segmented armor. I'm gonna grab a little bit more highlight. Run it in there. Pretty low effort. I think we can do a little better right here. I'll go back in time. With the black blue, lower the opacity. And I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight here, and while it's still just a little wet, I'm gonna use some wet glazing. Kind of blur that out. We're just using high moisture stippling right here. Try to get a bit more of a shine line right there. Let's run back to some high opacity white. I'm just trying to highlight these panels separately. This might have been, I might have gotten a little extreme here. I'm gonna go back a step. That's good. Fell in love with the game Conquest Nords over 100 degrees and watching me. Thanks, man. This is some more sponsored content, and we're trying to workshop a shelf-stable design for OnePlus saves. So up here, let's grab our black blue. And a little white. And let's see if we can just box this out first. See that? And now let's get a little darker version of that. Just a little bit of moisture. Kind of close the gap. And we're gonna just grab the higher opacity white again. Little heart pull. Pressure looking good. No, it's not for me. Run a little tracer right here. Let's grab some moisture, go back a step. We're in a little glaze edit right there. Okay, I want to get a high opacity highlight game right here. A little bit of white. Let's get the nuts. Something else we want to do is we want to take white. We want to jam it in here. Okay. You also want to put that white right here. Maybe right here. Maybe also right here. All right, so let's go with a classic. We'll go with Jade. We're gonna take some noosh. Add to the jade. Some robot nonsense. Yeah, that shows it off. Yo, the Huff. 94 months. Yo, a man. What's up, homie? All right, let's see if we can make this red look good now. So we know that black, blue, slight dry brush, couple of lines looks decent enough. We know that. Yo, who that? Duke, the monk. No message though. He's coming in raw dog. Dropping a 20 spot. Top D. Thank you for your support, brother. And you get the yo dogs. I guess some strong man love in the chat from my man Duke the Monk. We just did a class today. He's gone through the 101 curriculum. It's my newest black belt. I figured you'd want to tune in for today, Duke, because a lot of this is relevant to what you're doing. All right, so you ready for pin washing now? Another relevant concept. Shout out to Snapcast. So this blue, or this dark blue, was the base coat. Okay, I used that with my airbrush, just laid it out. Then I took this bold power red and I airbrushed these two colors together. That's the whole game. Okay, so that means I know what color makes what. So what I want to do is I want to make the dark things darker, and I'm probably a little risky that I did the gold first here as an experiment. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna establish respect. So I'm gonna take them together, and I'm trying to make something like a little darker to my eyes, semi-opaque and a little wet. This is a little extremely dark. There are scratches in the armor you can't see on camera. Right here. Right here. Here. Hole right there. There. Now, I want to. I'm going a little disrespectful deliberately because those are going to be scratches. But now we got to get a little bit more respect established here, because I need to put a border between the gold and the red with a heart pull. So that is the blue and the red mixed together in a respectful way, semi-opaque and a little wet. Okay, and that's what I'm talking about, frames and borders. And we need to separate the gold from the red using the heart pull. Okay, down here especially. You want to try to keep that off of the gold because we already painted the gold. Usually smarter to do this first. You see how the dark line showing up is crucial. I'm gonna go a little darker now, aka a little bit bluer. That's good. Now up here, we need to get almost pure blue. Might even get a little of the black blue involved. Maybe actually some black, we'll see. Now let's grab a little squirt of the old black. So I need to go a little darker. Did I miss anything in chat? Good. So we're gonna add a little black to that mix. Go. All right, so we've got it framed out pretty well, but now we got to cut in some fake highlights. Bonk. So let's go back to the Bold Power Red, which should technically be the brightest color on this fucking model in the red spectrum. So we're going to do an under highlight right here. Seeing, we're just highlighting the top of the bottom shelf. Opaquity, low moisture, heart pool. Exactly. That's exactly right. Now we're going to go a little bit more extreme. We're going to grab white and add it to the mix. Okay. So now there's white. Now, we're going to also do the inner panel highlighting. So this is always fun. So we're going to draw the fake line up against our dark line. And we have a little white and a little red mixed together here. Heart pull. Heart pull. Heart pull. You're doing that, it's important not to erase your pin wash. Just make sure we catch it right here. And right here, the tracer. Maybe a heart pull right here. See, there's like an angle right here. See that? And there's one right here too. Not getting blown up. Yep. All right, let's get a little whiter. High opacity, low moisture. See, now we're embedding this in the previous highlight state. Get this line to show up a little better. This is the kind of the bonus edge highlight game of chaos models. How do you create free bonus intrigue? And now we want to put a little bit on the arrow too. Right here. See? And here we're being a little more subtle. All right. Redco says that gave it so much more depth and definition. Yeah, it's how do we cheat? How do we cheat it? Like this. Dark stuff dark, bright stuff bright. Make things look good. So you can do this with any yellow that is hype. I like transparent yellow the most for this. For some reason I'm out. So we can use golden yellow just fine. And so now we want to make the highlights even warmer. We have cold shadows. Now we want to go warm. And so a lot of people, they get all caught up in trying to edge highlight red with like orange and yellow. That's a mistake. Don't fucking do it. Do what I did. Just use the red. Add a little white. It is brighter. It's better. And then take some yellow. There's still some red in my brush. I'm trying to get it out. Take some yellow, like a nice hype yellow. Lower the opacity. Some water. And what we're going to do is just kind of repaint these. With low opacity paint. Terrible brush. Player J, my dude. We're just kind of glazing the yellow right over the highlights and introducing a little heat. We're not trying to actually do anything other than tint it. I think I'm going to add a little bit of red back in. Lower the opacity. And glaze right off of that. Want it to be a little bit more like fiery looking. So a little bit of orange is helpful there. And it's literally just the same yellow with a little of the same red. Let's get a little white back in the game too. A little white and yellow even. I think I can do a little better right here. I do believe, and I do think that the transparent yellow operates a little better for this. I feel like doing the golden yellow takes a little bit more work, and the transparent yellow is kind of fire forget. Trying to get a little white re-embedded right here. Now, up top it would be nice too. So let's go back. Let's remember that the blue was our base. With some Bull Pyro. And I want to get a line right here. See? A little respect. A nice little ghost line right there. Let's get more Bull Pyro. Jimmy Norris, show us the other side for a whip comparison. Yes. Hold on for 1 second. I'm just trying to ghost, like, frame these little arrows right here. Scratch right here. I'm gonna go back a step. Temper that scratch in this line a little bit. So I'm going back to our bluer version of the mix. And just subtracting from some of that. It's almost too busy up there now. I have to kind of finish these arrows out a little bit better. So you can see this is the frame of the gold. This is the black blue with just some dry brushing. It's the same red. And there's a lot less going on. I mean, it looks like a big complicated model, but we airbrushed it for 15 minutes at the end of yesterday's show. And I mean, we're like, this will be so fast compared to like even Armand. Jimmy Norris. pretty fun. Red is fun as shit. I love red. It's such a powerful color. Always makes me happy to paint it. Let's grab a little white for our little jade spots right here. Would you do a tornado on the horn blade, Duke? Here? No, we're gonna do something different there. We're gonna do a crossfade. That's from the 201 curriculum, which you haven't started yet. This army be played at Nova? No. This is not even an army. It's a model. Got about 20 minutes left, guys. We got 2 people on the Final Four. If you're looking to get in on this action, exclamation point jersey. You can get on the Final Four for $1. To the prize competition. Get into the G Grand Prix this month. Appreciate you guys. That's how I make my money. I'll show you what I mean right now. The crossfade is uses our tri-blend philosophy. So, for example, it's just white and black blue. So we're gonna make. Whoop, that's the wrong color. We're gonna take white and black blue, and we're gonna sort out a tri-blend. So sharp. I always do sharp side bright first. So like we're fucking hair. So right here. So that's the blade right here. You see? Bright, dark, bright. So it's a tri-blend. See, that's the blade. Bright, dark, bright. Now, plane shift. Where bright is, it must be opposed by darkness. So if this is bright, must be dark. That's dark, must be bright. So this side has to be bright, and you can do like a tornado here if you want, but you have to reinsert the black blue here. Bright must be opposed by dark. See, and we're just going back and forth, and we're just kind of half-fast wet blending it right now. Kind of mostly layering it. And so we've sorted it out for the most part. And so usually what you can do is you can just find an angle and just do little heart pulls. There. I'm gonna soften that with a little bit more respect. Let's go back to the black blue. Every time you hear word tornado, I'll look outside. And the thing with this is you don't have to blend it all that good. It can be kind of janky. I'll show you. I'm gonna lower the opacity right here. Dark opposed by bright. I'll show you. Look, it's jankily blended, but you'll see. It's white in here. What's up, brother? So here's high opacity, low moisture trace. Here, white. All right. Tracer. Now we need to get a heart pull going right here. So you see it, remember that super janky blending that we had in there a second ago? It's like, where'd it go? Right? But the blue underneath the yellow gold brings the fire to the reds. That's right, man. That's right, model student. There is a little like coupling here. So this thing is could be a candidate for painting the gold blend. So let's just get the orange and the ochre mixed together real quick. Because I think that we probably want to paint this thing right here. Gold. See, because all this is also going to be gold. Let's take some of our brighter mix. It's our warm skin tone. Let's go back to blue and red. And we're gonna put a pin wash in here and reshape the gold that got out of bounds right there. And let's take a little actual black. Lower the opacity of that. I'm going to drop a little pin wash between the gold and the silver. And I have to kind of re-highlight the gold there because I got some on the gold, but I needed to kind of see where that separator was because I was losing it. My eyes couldn't quite focus on it. Yep. Duke or Monk. Duke the Monk. So yeah, you're gonna learn that in you can learn that soon. After we do our next lesson, but that's the tri-blend crossfade play shift. Now that you know how to glaze, it's a little bit easier to do. Mr. Monk. Mr. Monk. Makes sense? It's really not that much trim, Jimmy. I feel like most Chaos models are worse. We'll just take some bold pyro. Going back to the red. Look how clean that looks. Because with the airbrush, it never went truly opaque. And now I have an opportunity to go one step further with the paintbrush. See? I'll lower the opacity of the red.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
I have one jersey already. Duke can have this one if no one else jumps him.
Idiot and a rampage. I have one jersey already. You said it. Ah. Nice. Exclamation point jersey. That's the promo today. You can get a custom next level painting jersey right now with your name on the back, special colors, everything, even custom artwork for $20.01. Model student, yeah, the loaded change is way more of a fucking monster. What I was doing here is I was taking low opacity bold power red. And glazing some of this line work. You see, same move was we could take some white. Right there. Go back to the yellow. Bring that heat to the highlights. Cold shadows. Highlights. And anywhere I want to tap it down again, I just go back to the bowl pyro, add some water. And I just kind of glaze a little bit of red back in. You see those, how sharp that looks though? So we're just going to jump around, make the red sharper, get all the trim locked in. We proved that we can do a pretty stable silver effect. Where you're going to sink your time on a model like this is definitely those shoulders. Those are the money shot. Clearly the money shot. Right? Anyone who's taken my classes, we always talk about Space Marine shoulder pads. That's where the action is. This is our new project. We are workshopping this for 1+ saves. We did come up with a new gold recipe. Making it even quicker, just using burnt orange, yellow ochre, warm skin. That's it. We're not going darker than that. We're not going brighter than that. Bop, bop, bop. Making it real easy. Haha, 1+ saves.
Shut the f up about Moonmen!
Fuck it. Duke gets a jersey 2024.
All Redcoat coming in 1998, keeping Duke on top. Thank you for your support while also allowing Duke to maintain his lead for $20. Redcoat, Idiot and Rampage 2, legendary supporters and students. 1+ says that shoulder got fire while you were gone, bro. And what we did, we workshopped a little dry brush technique on the black blue, and then some selective highlighting. You see, we were like bing, bing, bing. We threw a little bit of white and jade in some of these little joints. We did some quick inner panel edge highlighting for proof of concept on the red, using some pin washer strategies. All we were using was the blue and the bold pyro, some white. We reglazed with yellow, but I'm using golden yellow. I don't like it as much as I like transparent yellow. So for the record, use transparent, yellow. Then we did a crossfade on one of these horns, and I did it janky as fuck, and then I highlighted and it looked fine. Dude didn't believe me. Two minutes left. You can get on the Final Four for as little as $13. You want in on the Top D Grand Prix? Player J says, suck it, Duke. Suck it. It's not right. He just RKO'd Duke. Player J from the tiniest man in Canada just came in and RKO'd Duke. Get fucked, Duke. Two minutes, 7 seconds overtime. I don't know if my store makes jerseys in extra petite small, dude. I'm gonna be real with you, dude. These are hockey jerseys, bro. Yeah, so I'm feeling that. OnePlus says I'm feeling it. I like where we're going with it. Minute 25.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys? Your cat! Rub your dicks on the car as you're running left. We are gonna have sex in your car. It will happen again.
Oh my god, the memes.
Get the jersey.
Bro, tell me the fucking gifts are not on point. My man comes and RKO's my man, and then my man's like, we will fuck in your car, dude. Who gets the jersey, 2024. Player J says, we'll give it to Victoria. Now what, Duke? Your answer has just arrived.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh.
1 minute, 52 seconds overtime. Red coat is your man. Duke.
Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
Duke is on the phone. He says he can't answer the call, the summons to donate. But your boy Redcoat came in clutch, and he just had sex in Player J's Prius. Thank you guys for your support. It's always heartfelt, but also when you guys make it hilarious. Fucking love it. I assumed you were getting it for Victoria if you were gonna win it. You can get dice Fridays this month, Player J. We're doing a super limited run of Baron of dice. 10 to each Final Four contestant every Friday in July. So 40 per Friday. It's a 200 run of Matt Razor Edge fucking dice. So you have an opportunity on Friday too. A little bit of warm flesh right here with 42 seconds overtime clock. Look how easy that is. Ooh, Player J says not. Dude, Player J, what? Did you win the lottery or some shit, dude? My dude. Is this like a birthday present for Victoria? It's coming in hot. Making some strong man love in the chat for the tiniest of all Canadians. If you stacked all 66 of those Canadian dollars on top of each other, it would be, in fact, taller than Player J. Overtime clock reset. Player J in the house. It was Victoria's birthday last week. Oh, I missed that. Tell her I said happy birthday, man. If the Grumpy Gecko is watching, I said happy birthday. Must be nice being 20. One minute, 26 seconds. We are using warm flesh. It's a really simple fucking gold workup. OnePlus says this is fucking solid. Oh, Redcoat is denying my wife a birthday gift. For shame. Player J is going all in, dude. All in. Mio Man with the resub. What's up, brother? 50 seconds left on the clock. Excuse me, guys. 25 seconds left. You could buy 30 B gold for the cost of that jersey. Yeah, but what are you gonna do with that gold in the apocalypse, bro? This jersey is gonna be currency in the apocalypse, son. You walk into any strongholds, any fucking fortified camp, any survivor's refuge in the apocalypse wearing this fucking jersey, you're the king of that fucking town. You did win, Dice Player J. You got global dice coming your way. So this has been volume 1.5 of Corn Juggernaut. Sponsored content for OnePlus Saves, trying to create a shelf-stable color scheme utilizing NMM for him to follow along with. He's already found this helpful. My sponsored content schedule is, I'm going to say this. It's 5 projects deep right now. So anyone who's looking to get sponsored content, you need to understand you would be the 6th project. And of course, I will mail this piece back to OnePlus Saves so he can use it as a compendium educational tool alongside the video as a loaner. Of course, ownership is not being transferred. This is not a sale. He can use the model as long as he needs with a time limit of 99 years. Let me write some names down, guys. Pull out the sacred notebook. Player J, my guy. We'll get a jersey. Make sure to get into schedule, Player J, for a consult on on what we're gonna do. For that custom jersey. Shout out to Player J, my man Redcoat, my man Mr. Duke. An idiot on a rampage. Thank you guys all, you're fucking legends. Idiot on a Rampage, did you ever get the transmission from Patreon for all your student information? Let's get a raid kicking off. Thank you, Idiot on a Rampage. We're gonna set up a raid. We're gonna send some love over to my man Wyatt Turk, aka Jack of Clubs Painting. We're gonna bring the length and the girth and the positivity on over to his stream. Hope you guys all enjoy your 4th of July festivities this week. I would say, like, yo, be safe out there, but motherfucker, like, I'm not gonna tell you something I'm not gonna do. We got some Florida fireworks, y'all. We're kicking that raid off right now. Bring the length, bring the girth, bring the positivity. Idiot on a Rampage? Yeah, go through the list, see what you need. Lesson 1, you just need an airbrush and some airbrush full. All right, guys. See you guys on Friday. No podcast tomorrow. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.
Next level pink.